Hello, Leo Feminine Energy Group. This is Grand Madam with your Astral Tarot reading for January 2022. Now, I will be using the Sacred Rebel deck as your oracles and the Rider-Waite's and more than likely the Normans, to clarify if necessary. Now, the reason you are classified under the Leo Feminine Group is because you are the creatives. You are the actors, the artists, the painters under the sign of Leo. You are the ones who are intuitive, receiving, caring. Not that the masculine doesn't care, no, but in a different way. You nurture in a different way. Okay? And in this Leo Feminine Energy Group are males, females, and non-binaries across the spectrum of the human doing. Okay? Now, a statement was made. Someone left in the comments that I shuffle too long. Let me explain this. I shuffle until spirit or the energy says stop and not before, and I do not continue after. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on with these readings that you do not see. Any challenges to them can very easily create problems for yourselves. All right? Keep that in mind. Moving right along, let's see what the message of the Sacred Rebel is. Ooh. For the Leo Feminine Energy Group. Leo Feminines, Leo Feminines, Leo Feminines, Leo Feminines. This is not aimed particularly at your group. I'm going to make this announcement. I just saw it last night, okay? As I go along. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the reading. We have Legacy of Light. The word wants to be written. And listening for truth. New birth, guarded vigilantly. So these cards are definitely for the Leo creatives. And at the bottom of the deck, she feels, she knows. What this looks like it's about is that some of you are, as soon as I saw the word needs to be written, writers, fiction, nonfiction, songwriters, metaphysical writers, those of you who listen for the truth, the listening comes from what messages you are receiving from within, what your downloads are. And some of you are going to create some project, some book, some song, a series, TV, movie, what have you, something creative. You're guarding it vigilantly. You haven't told anyone about it. But this will be your legacy. Let's take a look. I'm going to clarify Legacy of Light. Whatever you are doing right now that has something to do with writing, you will be passing down for generations. And I thank you for that. So the legacy of light. What is the legacy of light? What is the legacy of light? Some of you are teachers also, and we also leave a legacy. Under legacy of light, we have the star. This is a symbol of hope. It's also a symbol of celebrity. So the legacy you are creating very well can make you a star. And it can also offer a great deal of hope to the world. Hope and healing to the world. So that is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, your target audience is the brokenhearted. Three of Swords. And you're going to be a great success. This is the Sun. Super success. Your book also could be regarding children or written for children. I'm picking up a teacher vibe in this, Leo Feminine. All right, the word wants to be written. Well, we just explained that. Okay, listening for the truth. So some of you are getting downloads. Listening for the truth. Let's see what this is about. Leo, Feminine Energy Group, I think your reading is done. You're on the right track. You're moving in the right direction. You're doing the right thing. You are going to help to heal the world. 3-minute reading. But let's look a little deeper, okay? Listening for the truth. Listening for the truth. Some of you will have an audience listening for the truth. That goes back to audiobooks and songs. What is listening for the truth? For the downtrodden, people who are looking for directions also. Five of Pentacles. You will be balancing two different ideas, two separate ideas you're going to blend alchemically in your creation. And once you do that, it's going to take time now, but once you do that, you will have a completely different, I don't know if a project, product, service, what have you. And I'm hearing that will make, it will relieve homelessness. It will take people out of being homeless. Wow. Right now you're afraid you might have some blockages, but it looks as though a lot of homeless people have mental problems and addictions. Whatever you're creating is going to relieve that. Okay? Some of you may even be chemists. The money is coming in slow. You might be working on a science project, some type of health project, some type of health drug, service, system, technique, whatever you're trying to create. The money's coming. It's just taking very, very, very slow. I give it, funding will come in another 3 months. I know. In the meantime, start crunching them numbers, the stats that you'll need. So, whatever product, service, or project you're working on, it's going to help heal a lot of people. And make you some money too. Okay, now let's move on to the new birth, guarded vigilantly. New birth, guarded vigilantly. Okay, basically, even though you're keeping quiet about your new product, service, or project, it's time for you to get your CV. Anybody on this level of creation doesn't have a resume. They have a CV, a curriculum vitae. Okay, vitae. So start pulling together list your experiences, list the other things you have written, the other performances you've given, or whatever it is that you need to make your list. It's time to get that gone. You're going to need it to get the funding. So it's time to write it up. I heard 30 pages. Well, write it up. So they can't say you are not qualified to do X, Y, and Z. Okay? Yeah, you've got to submit to an agency. Yeah, get that done. You can get it professionally done. Okay, also. This is a judge, somebody who you are going to have to get past to get your funding. You've got to have all your, I's dotted and T's crossed, everything you've ever done regarding your project, your experience, your resources. Um, that needs to be put on paper. It sounds like also some of you might be bidding for a contract with the government. Yes. Should I put any more energy in this effort? Yes. Please do. Take a break, get some sleep, uh, Netflix and chill with a friend to get your mind off it for a minute, and then go right back to work at it. Okay? So, at the bottom of a deck again, we have it being kept very quiet. Little sneaky business going on. And for some reason you feel because of the competition that you have to do it this way, then this is the way you have to do it. All right. Let's see what the Lenormands have to say about it. They really get down dirty. Legacy of light, the word needs to be written, listening for truth, and new birth regarding vigilantly. What do the Lenormands say? What is the message from the Lenormands? Message from the Lenormands. I feel that's it. Nope, the other way. I'm being prompted to cut them in a different way here. Yep, okay. We upside down. We have time, and we have something that's should last. So here we have something it's almost like it has a deadline, an expiration to it, but it says here, this card is about everlasting. It's about whatever time factor you were under, you do have the time to get things done. Okay, you're going to get a spurt of, what would you call it, luck? Whatever that bonus is, like a bonus, a leeway, something special that's coming. It's going to help you along, but it's temporary. Okay? You will have to look through other options. So that could be anything from other sources of funds to staff, but it's temporary. It's a good thing, but it's temporary. Make use of it wisely, please. Yeah, because here you're blessing your good idea. You have little things gnawing away at it. So be very, very careful with it. Also, you can read it another way that someone is at cross purposes and gnawing away at your project, which makes sense to keep things quiet, not tell anybody what you're doing. Okay. And some of you are involved with a loving situation here where there's a gentleman in male energy here, male figure, who wants to bridge a gap. Bridge a gap between the two of you. However, your project is definitely in the way. You want somebody who's going to be steadfast by you. You want somebody who's going to be able to withstand the scrutiny that you'll be going under with this new product, service, or project you're involved with. Okay? You don't want anybody who'll sell you down the river to the gossip line, the boss, or anyone else. That you cannot see. These two snakes. Snake and a fox. Enemies. They're definitely enemies. And in the same token, you may have to be foxy enough and wily enough to get your product online or whatever it is accomplished. And you have to. Sometimes the snake is also a symbol of healing and wisdom. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. But you be careful of the people around you. There is a jealousy there because of who you are. And look, yeah. Here's the tower of mountainous obstacles. Tower and obstacles. This is why you're ready to toss in the towel. Don't do it yet. Anything worth doing is going to be hard. Take it in small steps, little bitty steps, one step at a time. That'll help return your confidence. And as you do that, the energy forces that are in your favor will come in and flowing into you with newer opportunities for advancement. And here we have, yeah, it's some secret stuff. Your secret formula. Great fortune can come from your secret formula. Okay? So, Leo Feminines, you are doing it. I don't know. Some of you might even be coming up with an education curriculum. I heard that too. I literally saw that. Yes, indeed, my darlings, and you protect it as fiercely as a mama bear protects her cubs. This can be you, Leo Feminine Energy Group. This is the female in there, or also the non-binary. This is a beautiful person, inside and out. This person will either come to help support you, or this is you. And this could also be, she can also be the female partner of the male Leo Feminine Energy member who's putting this program together. Okay? Yeah. Okay. The sun is showing that there's a lot of in and out, in and out, in and out, back and forth, but there is going to be some movement on your project. Okay? Stop and start, in and out. Just flow with it there. Just flow with it. And here we have, this is for your highest, oh, look at this. This is your north node. If you follow your north node, follow your northern calling, and don't slip back into bad habits, you'll make a lot of money doing this. This is also regarding health. So some of you are creating a product for health. Okay? And for some reason, it's like you've had to put your heart in a cage. You can put it on hold because there's a lot of confusion going on. Yeah. Where there's confusion, there's a lie. So it was a smart move to put your heart on hold and hold the key. You're putting your heart in your project. And for some of you, this is your heart. Some of you have created something very special and healing due to the love of another person. This can be a mother, this can be a wife, this can be a lover, sister, someone you love dearly who is not at their best of health right now, who may have passed. I'm feeling they have passed, but I don't see it in the cards yet. This is someone who's been by your side for a very, very long time. And this is the motivation behind you creating your project or your product or whatever it is that you're creating. Anchored in the home life, your stability. You are stable. Difficulties with this handsome devil here. However, you will be cracking the whip. Okay. And some of you have been either sent an email or received an email about a certain choice that you're going to have to make. It could also be choice of sponsors, choice of agencies. And some of you have even sent this email or text, whatever it is, to this fella here, letting it be clearly known. Look, you're going to have to make a choice. And you're going to have to make it now, whether you like it or not. I'm even hearing employment. So some of you may have gotten the funding. Others of you may have gotten some type of employment, a contract. That's what I'm trying to say. Contract. Yeah. Now with this, you have to be very mindful because someone's wearing a false face. You could be wearing that false face to keep covering up your project. That keeps coming up. But also be mindful about the people around you who see everything and say nothing. Okay? See everything and say nothing. Not your friends, not your supporters. They just like drama. Okay, I see you've distanced yourself from some people and cut some people off. This looks like the end of a... some of you have actually broken up a relationship or had a divorce or ended a relationship and threw yourself into the work, and this project is coming of it. And that's a healthy thing. You have distanced yourself from the death of a project, death of a former project, death of a person, death of a relationship, whatever it is, death of a friendship. You've you distanced yourself, you disconnected yourself from it, and you're working. You're working through your grief. And you're not letting anything, even if if it's the death of a relationship, you're not letting that person back in because they mess everything up. You cut off the BS. You see the scythe? That's a sickle. We call it a sickle in America. You cut off the illusion, and you're doing what you know. You're dealing with reality. You cut off the illusion, and delusion, and dealing with reality. And this is this is your baby now. For some of you, it's a real baby. Others of you, your project, or your product, or your service, your business, whatever it is you're doing is your new baby now. And it's coming fast into fruition. Here's my card for paradise and hope and healing. You've got this. It's in the bag for you. It's in the bag, Leo. It's in the bag. Out of curiosity, let's get a moon message. Leo Feminine Energy Group. What is the message for Leo Feminine Energy Group? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of you may have just had a child and you want to leave this legacy to that child, which is also a very powerful motivation for you. You do not have the time for distractions. So you move forward. This will be a good time for meditation with all that stopping and starting and stopping and starting of your project. Because that's got to be the ultimate frustration. But it will come into fruition. I'm hearing it'll be complete in 5 years. Yep, 5 years. So pace yourself, get your meditations and your mantras in, your chants, and throw some relaxation and some healthy activity in that time period for yourself. So, messages for the Leo Feminine Energy Group members are surrender to the divine. Put it in the hands of put it in God's hands if you believe in God. Put it in the hands of your higher self if you don't. It's a full moon. Luck is on your side. So yeah, some of you are going to really make big paper after this project has been completed and is ready for the public. Did I say it's going to be? Well, of course it's for the public. Your conclusions are within reach, so you can see yourself through to the end here. And one more. A new start is coming. So this is going back from the stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Okay? This is working on your new project. Unfortunately, for some of you, it might be a relationship. So, this is your reading, Leo, Feminine Energy Group. You are in the winner's circle right now. This is Grand Madam wishing you much love.